Welcome everyone to Let's Play Final Fantasy XIV Online, and this is the Road to Heavensward, Episode 5. We are currently covering patch 2.1, and we are continuing where we left off, where the Scions basically have decided to relocate to a more neutral area. So the Scions are looking to relocate to Revenant's Toll, and previously Alphnaud did the whole negotiate with the guild here, and everything looks to be in good order. But we are going to continue where you left off with the quest. It's possibly a primal. Or softborn. Yep. It's possibly a primal. Back to do the work of a dozen men, I see. But I jest. Even I can appreciate an important woman such as yourself has a little time for menial tasks. But since you're here, mayhap you'll be keen on having a look around the Scion's new home? Seeing that impressive structure over there? That's the place. It was originally built to house a branch of the guild, you see. As such, it comes complete with a tavern where adventurers can rest from the road, fill their bellies with good food and drink, and their ears with tales of fortunes to be had about the realm. It may get a bit raucous at times, but I imagine it will be a good place as any to recruit capable men and women to your cause. Come with me, I'll show you around. Is that you, Lightbringer? I'm quite sorry to interrupt, but I have most urgent news. We received grim tidings from Gridania, and it would appear our aid is required at once. I must ask you to report back to the Wakingsands with all due haste. Is everything quite all right, friend? I can't say I'm privy to the details, but it would appear this is no time for a leisurely tour. But no worries. You can rest assured that I'll see to all the necessary arrangements. Pray, return any time after you've seen to your more pressing matters. So there's no hurry. We will see the inside of our new home before too long here. But we got more pressing matters. Off to the Wakingsands. Okay. So in this case, where it's possibly a primal, we need to speak with Tataru, so don't run past her when you're returning to the Wakingsands. A messenger from the Twin Adder came to the Wakingsands while you were in Mor Dona. I wasn't privy to his conversation with the Ascendant, but I did see the look on her face after he took his leave. Something is definitely amiss. Could it be the Ixil have summoned Garuda again, or mayhap Imperial forces have been sighted within the Shroud? Well, whatever it may be, I'm absolutely certain it is nothing you can't handle. Now, go and ask the Ascendant if there's anything you can do. I have an idea who it might be. Okay, now we can speak with Minfilia. I knew this day would come, yet I prayed it would not come so soon. We have reason to believe that another primal, or an entity resembling one, has been summoned in Gridania. Thine arrival is customarily timely, Lightbringer. The etheric waves leave little room for doubt. Thy talents will be needed ere long. If there be truth in my suspicions, 'tis a familiar foe we face, though one quite unlike the Lady of the Vortex. We dare not draw conclusions without evidence, but as Irianje says, the readings bear a strong resemblance to ones observed more than 5 years ago. I'd hope the Moogles guard beyond such follies. Suffice it to say, this disturbance warrants a full investigation. Thy presence hath been requested by Commander Helix, or however you say that. He awaiteth thee in the Adder's Nest. Pray, hasten to Gridania, Lightbringer. Ida and Papalima will rendezvous with you there. May you walk in the light of the crystal. Okay. Speaking with the commander. A pleasure to see you as always, Lightbringer. Thank you for answering my summons. Quite frankly, I could think of no one more qualified to... but we're getting ahead of ourselves. Allow me to explain. Okay, and hail to the king, Kupo. Not long ago, the Moogle Kuplo Cop visited the Adder's Nest to request an audience with the Elder Seedseer. He spoke of an imminent threat to all Moogle kind, one which would imperil the entire Twelveswood if left unchecked. You proved an ambassador to the Sylphs, and we would have you reprise the role in dealings with the Moogles. The rest you should hear from Kuplo Cop himself. He awaits you with the Elder Seedseer at the Lotus Stand. Okay. I wonder if my connection was getting iffy because everybody is just standing still, but I guess this is because people are just standing still. Anyway, to get to the Elder Seedseer, take the Ethernet to the Conjurer's Guild. Then in the clearing here, you'll see an icon above the Silent Conjurer, and that's who we need to speak with, and they will take us into the Grove. The other Scions have already arrived, madame. May I show you in? Yep, and there's the Lotus Stand. This is not an area you can freely get into because this is where the Elder Seedseer does her business. It's only when we are invited or we have great need that the game will let us in here. Yeah, Connie Senna, and I believe her sister Rhea Senna, and then there's a brother who might not be pictured at the moment. Yeah, I don't see him. Anyway. Please, you have to stop them, but you mustn't kill them. They're not bad Moogles, Kupo. They're just misguided. A gentle, no, firm thrashing is in order. Yes, but no. Calm yourself, Kuplo Cop. Can you not see she hasn't the faintest idea what you're talking about? Be quiet this instant. Pray forgive his witless outburst, sister. Most grateful I am that you have come, Lightbringer, and upon such short notice. Truly, Gardenia could not wish for a more stalwart ally. But you are doubtless eager to know wherefore we summoned you. Our friend Kuplo Kappa brought to us news of a most unsettling development. It would seem that good King Moogle Mog XII has returned to Eorzea. A curious thing to hear, I know. Truth to tell, I myself cannot say for sure if he is a genuine figure from history or some manifestation of Moogle mythology. Kuplo here would have me believe the former. Once upon a time, we Moogles served the gods in the heavens. It was quite nice up there, unspeakably beautiful, unimaginably spacious, and with a literally endless supply of wine, Kupo. In spite of this, or possibly because of the last part, the gods eventually became discontented and started squabbling, which made life jolly difficult for the poor Moogles. So good King Moogle XII, may his glorious name live forever, decreed that the time had come to leave Kupo. The realm of man would suffice, he said, so all the Moogles should live there instead. Unfortunately, the two realms were so far apart we couldn't safely fly down. But good King Moogle XII, may his miraculous foresight ever be praised, knew exactly what to do, Kupo. He had a rope, you see, the longest one ever woven, and this he notably held while his subjects climbed all the way down to the world below. And that is how we Moogles came to this land, Kupo. All of us except for good King Moogle Mog XII. May his courageous sacrifice never be forgotten. He alone would remain in the heavens so that Mooglekind might last know peace. Except that he has not remained in the heavens. From what I understand, that being your reason for contacting us, yes? I'll bet he tied the rope to something. Good thinking. Remind me again what the problem was with him returning to Eorzea? The problem, Ida, lies in the fact that he was summoned. It is our belief that good King Moogle XII is a myth made manifest via means akin to those employed by the beast tribes in the summoning of their gods. Wait, you're saying a handful of Moogles with a boatload of crystals wished really, really hard, and he just sort of appeared? Would that even work? And Papalimo, what I cannot fathom is why would he even try? With Garuda humbled and the ultimate weapon destroyed, what new threat could have prompted them to seek so drastic a measure? Might that not in and of itself be the answer? Twice in the last half-decade, Eorzea has been brought to the very brink of destruction, only to be spared at the last by heroics of a chosen few. To you who braved those tempests and survived by virtue of your own strength, this latest period of peace would doubtless seem welcome respite. But to those who had not the power to defend themselves, who were spared only by another's grace, this is merely the calm before the storm. I think the Moogles Guard are afraid of what tomorrow will bring, and that things may not end so well if they did as they did yesterday. That fear has driven them to call upon a greater power, one they believe can be relied upon to protect their loved ones and homes come what may. I assure you, the Moogle's Guard only want to protect the forest from outsiders. But ever since the return of good King Moogle, may his boundless grace fill the hearts of love, they started to get a little carried away, Kupo. Verging on a lot, in fact. Like the sylphs who summon Ramu, you mean? We cannot discount the possibility that this entity is influencing the Moogles in a manner similar to that of a Primal. We share the same concern. Whosoever or whatever the king may be, it is our belief that he poses a threat not only to Mooglekind but to Gridania as a whole. Thus we do beseech you, Lightbringer, comfort good King Moogle XII and drive him from our midst. Humbly I do thank you. May the sanctuary of the Moogle's Guard and their liege lord be concealed by magical wards. Brother Isumi Yan of the Conjurer's Guild will doubtless be able to offer insight on how they might be dispelled. Pray, seek his counsel ere you proceed any further. Okay, and off to the Conjurer's Guild. So, the Conjurer's Guild, we're in the Grove, named after that thing. I forget exactly what it's called. But there's this tree with a long path. You want to run down this long path. And we did cover this when we covered the guilds in Gridania, but that was quite a ways ago. Yeah, went through these doors here, and this is a Conjurer's Guild. If you want to become a Conjurer, which turns into a White Mage, spoke with the Guild Receptionist here, and she'll give you the quest. But we need to speak with the Guild Master here. Welcome, Lightbringer. Welcome. That you should be the one to face good King Moogle XII is of great comfort to me and to the Elementals both. As I am sure you know, the Moogles are not by their nature a warlike race, yet should the king be suffered to remain, it is like that his influence will bring about a change in them. Thus does it behoove us to defeat him quickly, before any lasting damage is done. Make whatsoever preparations you deem necessary and inform me when you are ready to seek the king. Okay, and so that's going to do it today for this episode. Again, unfortunately, there is a lot of conversation, a lot of dialogue, but again, we had to progress the story to the next boss, which the next boss that we're going to face is Good King Moogle XII, and this is going to be another trial. So the one thing you're going to want to do before you take on this person, which we will most likely do next time, is you're going to want to go to YouTube and look up a trial guide for this person, because this is going to be one of the first trials where there are definite mechanics that we need to pay particular attention to. Otherwise, you can't. This is an easy one to wipe to, especially for new players or people like me who have not done this in a couple of years. But anyway. Join us next time when we will continue our investigation into the Good King Moogle, and if we were to squeeze everything down enough, we might even take the Good King on. But until then, thank you for watching, and we'll see you next time.